Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Java snapshot review. This week we have 20W46A and 20W48A. Two snapshots, no 20W47A because they skipped that week out for some reason. And I skipped out a week of snapshots because there wasn't really enough features for me to make a full video on it, but now there is. And as you can see, there's been some major changes, so let's go through them all. The first most blindingly obvious thing is the texture changes to a lot of items. Items such as bundles and spyglasses and even compasses have had their textures changed, and I think definitely for the better. They also added this cool new UI when you have the bundle. Say hello to Snowier Snow. This right here is powdered snow bucket, and one powdered snow bucket makes this a powdered snow block. This is a kind of trap block because when you stand on it, you fall straight through it, as you can see. And then you're in the snow. And as you can see on the corners of my screen, I'm slowly freezing. So if we jump into some powdered snow in survival, I will begin taking a new type of damage known as freeze damage. There we go. Now of course there's a balancer to this. If you put on a pair of leather boots, you don't sink in the powdered snow, which is particularly useful. And if you put on a full set of leather armor, not only do you not go into the snow, but you also don't take freeze damage whatsoever. To demonstrate this, I'm just going to walk straight into it rather than jumping on top. This looks very stupid. But as you can see, I'm not taking any freeze damage whatsoever. And there's another use with this powdered snow. The way you collect it is by using a cauldron when it's snowing. Stick a cauldron down under the snow and eventually it will fill entirely with powdered snow, which you can then just grab in a bucket. And then you have your powdered snow block. Returning now to the caves part of the update, and it's very exciting because this adds dripstone blocks. This is pointed dripstone, and this is the dripstone block. If you place the pointed dripstone on the ceiling, it makes a stalactite, and the more you place these, the bigger they grow. I wonder how big they can grow. They can be so big. And of course, the same thing applies to stalagmites, which poke up from the floor. They can grow as large as you want them to. And of course they added these dripstone blocks, which we saw in Minecon, but they didn't actually mention at all. These will spawn alongside the dripstone spikes in the dripstone caves when they eventually come. Now these things have a ridiculous amount of power. I'm going to jump from down here onto that dripstone right there. That's a lot of damage. And as we have already seen, the sheer power of the stalactites is also ridiculous. Look at that. Absolutely demolished. I swear this update is literally going to be the cauldrons update at this point, because if you have lava and a lava source above a pointed dripstone, and you have a cauldron directly underneath, what will happen is that this cauldron will fill up with lava coming down off the pointed dripstone. I mean, naturally it takes an extremely long time, but this means that we can have infinite lava sources in Minecraft. Finally. And of course, as we saw in Minecon, the same thing does apply to water. Definitely an interesting set of features if you ask me. The Caves and Cliffs update is really kicking into gear now, and I can't wait to see what they add next. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in another video sometime soon. Goodbye.